Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is a little place where I like to share my insights. And today I want to tackle the topic of negative thinking. And I'm calling it Never Let the Unwanted Get the Last Word. And this takes some practice, but most of us have a talent for being negative Nancy's. And I don't think it's really a talent at all, as it just is an unobserved slant towards the negative. And if you want to learn how to be a more positive person, you have to learn how to observe your thoughts and never let the unwanted ones get the last word. We're talking about a way to correct yourself. How do we admonish ourselves? How do we teach ourselves? How do we become better parents to ourselves? Well, for me, we don't let ourselves talk back. And negative self-talk is a way of sassing yourself. That'll never work. And if you pause for a moment and really observe the way you think, it may not take very long for you to understand that your negative self-talk gets the last word. And therefore, it feels like it's already a done deal. So, when the negative mind acts like a toddler and just blurts out something like, with my luck, this extra money will vanish due to some unexpected expense. And then we go about our business. We say something like that, like, well, when we get there probably won't be any place to park. And we go about, and just like that, it sounds like truth when it gets the last word, doesn't it? It sounds like it's already happened. Here's another one. Knowing me, I'll just forget. With my luck, none of this will work out. And then we go about our business. But we never stop to wonder a very important question. Whatever this thought that's lingering in my head, usually some kind of scenario, whatever that is, would I enjoy that coming to fruition? Would I enjoy seeing that scene play out, that I get there and there's no place to park? Or the way things always work out for me, somebody's going to let me down. Will you enjoy that scene of someone letting you down? I used to conjure up images of catastrophe, never once questioning if I would enjoy the fruition of a nightmare. Because we let it hang in the air as if it's real, as if it's already happened. This happened to me just yesterday. I was inquiring about storage space for something. Just talking with a friend, and he said, "Oh, no, there's just no space here." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And so I just sort of imagined, and this is for something that I wanted to store that I don't even own. So I just thought, oh, there's no space there. There's no room for me at the inn, right? And we hear those negative thoughts, and we never do what I call the counteroffer. We never have a chance to correct ourselves and to paint a different picture of there's space for me. These people always support me. Everything works out for me. With my luck, when we get there, there'll be extra seats, and they'll be the best seats in the house. One time, one of my friends was in Boston, and they were wearing jeans and casual clothes. And they saw at Symphony Hall, whatever there is in Boston, where the Boston Pops plays. They saw Yo-Yo Ma and John Williams for a, I don't know, 100th anniversary of Symphony Hall. It was this big gala black tie thing. They saw a sign, and my best friend, who's now deceased, he was with his friend Kevin, and they were just walking around. And he said, we ought to go see if they have any seats. And Kevin said, are you kidding me? Seats to one of the most sought-after productions in this city that's been sold out for a year in advance. John Williams and Yo-Yo Ma. Now, if you know anything about the classical music world, these were big names. And there were some other big-name musicians that were going to be on this big thing. And it was like black tie, millionaire row, kind of like nobody can even think of getting any. So let's just go to the will call and see, maybe they have something for us. And so Kevin reluctantly went, and lo and behold, they got to the window 10 minutes before the concert was to start. And my friend went up to the lady and said, you got any cancellations or anything? Are there any seats? And she said, you are in luck. There are 2 seats in this great location. And so they got $50 tickets to an event that would have cost them $1,000 or whatever. And so they were dressed in street clothes and casual attire, and they sat next to this grande dame who was wearing, a Louis Vuitton gown and all this stuff. And they didn't feel the least bit out of place. And he said, we got to see John Williams conduct the Boston Pops and Yo-Yo Ma play and blah, 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 blah. It was fabulous. Now, if I had been there, I would have said, I wouldn't even have gone to the window to see. With our luck, there'd be nothing. But that's how my best friend used to be. He would say, let's just go see. He was always open to seeing if it would work out, if something was there. And he always was lucky, because I think he did not let his negative thoughts get the last word. So, my suggestion to you is that if you hear a negative thought, dig down deep and offer a different story. Offer yourself a chance to rewind the tape and do it over. With my luck, they won't hire me. Womp womp. Pause and say, I really want a job like this. Or I want this specific job or this thing. And people hire me all the time because I'm desirable or whatever. You have to create a counteroffer to whatever negative thought your mind spews out. You can't let the unwanted thought, the unwanted scene, the unwanted scenario to get the last word, because then you'll end up believing it. And it's more likely to unfold in your life. So catch yourself and be a better and more creative person than just letting the mind have its way and you believe it. I've gotten better about that. I've gotten better about not letting those negative thoughts hang in the air as the final word. And if you do that enough, you can reverse course and you can be open to, well, let's wait and see. Let's see, maybe there are some seats, or there's no space for you. There's going to be extra space and then some. Right? So it's the idea of running out, Somebody's going to let you down. There's going to be traffic. All this negative stuff. I don't know if that actually creates our reality. I just know that it's more fun and it helps you to become more elevated if you don't let the unwanted scenes and the unwanted thoughts get the last word. So try that. Rewind the tape and have a do-over. Give yourself what you want and let that hang in the air last. Let the wanted thoughts be the last thing you hear. And if the negative thought plays again, rewind and let the wanted thought get the last word. That might change your life. It certainly has helped me. But pausing and noticing what you're thinking about gives you a chance to snap out of it. With my luck, I'll forget. I remember things so very easily now. I'll remember when I get there. With my luck, some unexpected expense will come along and take my extra money. I'm prosperous. I always have extra money. So I'm not afraid of unexpected expenses because I always have unexpected income. So get good at counter-offering and don't let those unwanted thoughts get the last word. My name is Ryan. Please check out my blog, which is called mymorningmotivator.com.